to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the...
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on second down. Bacon working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Bacon. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bacon got Stevenson again. Back-to-back plays. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older.
Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carroll. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett, finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, Carroll. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 1st down, Carroll. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Some opening drive field goal maybe doesn't work this crowd a little frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration separation comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Off play action. Bacon. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Bacon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this has got a pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Walker with it. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Walker. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't can't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field, but the best ones in the game.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Bacon. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake. Carroll. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go now.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Carroll. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Carroll. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself and not ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bacon. And his throw here's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Play action. Bacon. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him back. That ends up pushing it back 11 yards on the Seahawks. And that'll bring up third.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. There he goes, left side. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Bacon. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Boye Mafe.
Some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Carroll. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Bacon. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, Bacon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rodgers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Off the bootleg. Bacon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Ramondre Stevenson from 3 yards out. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. And incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carroll, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Carroll to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Check mash, check mash.
On 3rd down, Carroll. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task. Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. On 1st down, Bacon. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Bacon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just what they need, electric from Mayo. The second offense is what they're getting them into this spot. And now they're continuing to turn with their completions. That won't get them out of there if they don't change something soon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Throwing on 1st down. Carroll. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Carroll, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The 40, he's at the 30, 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, Bacon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Carroll. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down at 4. Back to throw. Carroll. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bacon eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bacon. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action. Carroll. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Wait for this. Let's go now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there in the rest of 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Bacon. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Bacon. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bacon. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 8 yards out. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
18 Cardinals.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Taking it about the 16, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Pope. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him. On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead. Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the victory here for Seattle. Well, Charles, when you look at this